Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto Coin Investor. Today we will be taking a look at the Stellar Lumens. It goes by the ticker name XLM on Binance and STR on Bologna Cryptocurrency Exchange. So what you're looking at right now in front of you, this is the daily chart, fresh from the Binance Cryptocurrency Exchange. I'm using Binance because it has the maximum amount of volume of Stellar Lumens on both XLM USDT as well as XLM BTC Bear. So this is the daily chart. This is the MACD indicator, and this is the RSI indicator. So what I have done is I have deployed a Fibonacci here, which gives us an idea of the price targets. This gives us price, and the way I've deployed it is giving me price targets for the mid and long term. And since we are in the last wave of the bull cycle, it will be wise to take profits. There's nothing harm in taking profits at either of these levels. So once we are able to close above this 23-cent mark, the next target, so not 23 cents, the 39-cent mark, the next target would be 46 cents. After that, 52 cents, 59 cents, 68 cents, and 80 cents, which was conquered by Stellar Lumens back in month of May. And if you ask me if Stellar Lumens will be able to break the $1 mark, the answer is yes. I do believe so. So if you go above this Fibonacci area, 80-cent area, you can clearly see that once we conquer this 80-cent area, the next target would be $1.14. So it is highly probable that Stellar Lumens would be touching this. In fact, not only 1.14, it is very likely that we may touch 1.69 area as well. And if the FOMO kicks in on Stellar Lumens, if there is a very bullish news and a lot of people start buying Stellar Lumens rather than selling it, then we may touch $2.24. So $2 Stellar Lumens can be achieved by the end of December, or once the Bitcoin wave is done, we can expect that money to enter the large cap, and then the entry level large caps like Stellar Lumens. Sorry. So right now, Stellar Lumens is hovering at somewhere around 39 cents, which is far cry from its previous second all-time high, which is 80 cents. It was sad to see Stellar Lumens not able to surpass its actual all-time high of 2017, which was 95 cents. And I believe it touched that on Bologna Cryptocurrency Exchange. So this is the Bologna Cryptocurrency Exchange chart, and here you can see we in fact touched 95 cents. Here we actually touched 94.942 cents on 6th or 7th January. So here as well, the Bitcoin topped at somewhere around 16th December, and it took Stellar Lumens around 17 days to touch it, to get its all-time high. So whenever Bitcoin tops, it takes like 4 to 5 days for the altcoins to start popping. And whenever the Bitcoin tops, the altcoins go down dramatically in USD value. This is very important. So this time as well, for example, let's say the Bitcoin touches $85,000, or let's say the Bitcoin tops at $100,000. And Stellar Lumens is, let's say, hovering around 50 cents. It is highly probable that we may see a short-term decline to somewhat like 39 cents, 40 cents before we simply rocket to the upside, touching $1 or $1.5, depending on the situation. So let's enable Ichimoku Cloud Indicator, and let's take a look at a 3D chart. Now this gives us a broader view of where we are going, and this also gives us an idea of where the resistance areas are. So we have entered this resistance area right now, and you can clearly see that we have some strong resistance at 49 cents. And once you're able to close above 49 cents, I'm not saying touching 49, I'm saying closing above. Once you're able to close above 49 cents, it is highly probable that we will, in no time we will make all-time highs. Previously as well, you can clearly see that here, once at this area 6 cents area was acting as resistance. But once we were able to close above the 6 cent area, we we touched 11 cents fairly quickly, like a couple of months or so. So it is very important that we stay above this very area. On the weekly chart, you can see that we have resistance at 42 cents area. These weekly charts, monthly charts, 3D charts, these charts give us midterm and long-term outlook of where we are and what would be the probable targets in the mid and long term. So if you draw Fibonacci here, for example, we touched 80 cents here, and this was our recent bottom. This clearly shows you that this area, 39-cent area, has been acting as resistance from past 4 weeks or so. Back in September as well, this area acted as resistance and we came crashing down to 25 cents from 40 cents. However, I think we have taken the liquidity from here, and I think the path is now cleared till 42 cents. So once we are able to close above this 42 cents area, I am going to be pretty bullish on Stellar Lumens. I like going all in Stellar Lumens, because after that, I think we will touch in 52 cents area in no time, followed by 60 cents, 68, 80 cents, and then $1. It is very sad to see projects like Cardano, which were hovering at same price as Stellar Lumens not too long ago, hovering at $2, and Stellar Lumens is still at 40 cents. Is it excessive dumping by Stellar Development Foundation, or poor marketing, or both? I think it's a combination of both. But yeah, this particular project has a lot of potential, but I think the marketing is just not there. People are not much aware of this project, even though this project is clearly not a security. They could have done, Stellar Development Foundation, the chief people behind this, could have done a better job. But hey, it's a boring project, but this is what is giving you the opportunity to buy a lot of it at cheap price. So just keep in mind that Stellar Lumens was a top 10 project not too long ago, and a bunch of projects have surpassed it since then. So that's my midterm outlook for the month of November. Let's take a look at the XLM BTC chart real quick. I'll be again using the Binance Cryptocurrency Exchange. And this chart basically tells you how it is performing against Bitcoin. So if it is going down a lot, it is underperforming against Bitcoin. And it also shows that it would have been wiser to just own Bitcoin rather than putting your funds in Stellar Lumens. That is why it's very important to diversify. Anyway, where we are right now, we are in this resistance cloud, but the 3D chart clearly shows some signs of bullishness. We flip to the green sign on the MACD, and the 3D chart also shows that we have heavy resistance at 1100 sats. And until then, if we are able to close above 700 sats, the path would be clear from 700 sats to 1100 sats or so. And other indicators as well clearly show that this is bottoming out. So I'm expecting Stellar Lumens to bottom somewhere around, if this is not the bottom, I would say if it bottom between 450 sats and 610 sats. Once we are able to close above 700 sats or so, I think Stellar Lumens will propel very fast to 1100 sats, followed by 1600 sats or so. So if we draw a Fibonacci here, it would give us various price levels to look out for. So if this is the bottom, let's hope it is, because if it's not the bottom, this Fibonacci is useless. So if this is the bottom, 789 sats will be the next resistance, as I said earlier, 700 sats or so, followed by 1000 sats, then 1100 sats, then 1200 sats, 1400 sats, and then 1623. Keep in mind, we are very far from its actual all-time high in terms of on the BTC chart. So Stellar Lumens, you won't believe it, but it touched 6,000 sats in the previous bull run, and we are somewhere around 600 sats, and it does 6,000 sats. So that's 10x from here in terms of BTC. So if you buy one BTC worth of Stellar Lumens, that would be, and if Stellar Lumens touch 6,000 sats, you will 10x your BTC. If you put 10 BTC, you will have 100 BTC here. But for most of the crypto projects, law of diminishing returns is can be applied. I think it definitely it can be seen on most of the projects, including projects like Ethereum, which touch 0.15 BTC. But right now it is right somewhere around 0.78 or zero point 0.7 something, 0.07 something. Will it touch 0.15? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it will touch, I think, max 0.12 or something. But for the most projects, they are not performing that well against Bitcoin. And even back in May, the Stellar Lumens could only propel from 600 sats to 1600 sats. I think probably this time this Stellar Lumens will touch at least 2000 sats. So if you are using this XLM BTC pair, it would be wise to start selling your Bitcoin. It's wise to sell your Stellar Lumens at some once it crosses 1600 sats or so. You can start taking profits 1600 sats, 2300 sats, 3000 sats max stop. That is where I'll sell most of it, because even at 3000 sats, if you enter right now the Bitcoin, you'll still do 6x. That's a lot of money. So yeah, those are my Stellar Lumens target for November and December for both Stellar Lumens USDT pair and BTC pair. Hope you like this video. Give this video a like and subscribe for more price analysis videos like these. Bye bye.